Scrunchins, Cecilia.
Yes, Marco will get to see the eclipse with us.
Yes.
Good job, Thor! Yay! Okay, well. He's so proud.
So the queen is coming. I must go.
Oh, I like the way Marco thinks.
Good morning, queen. Good morning.
Good morning. I love mornings. No, I don't. I'd rather be sleeping. I am a night owl. If we had, let's do updates from now on at 10 o'clock at night, that would be perfect
There we
for
go.
me. Okay. No, you're just saying that because then you'd be off camera. You wouldn't be here. And now you're off camera right now. You scoot over. We need to see Lynette's pretty face.
No, we don't.
She's the beauty behind the
There's
brains.
half of it.
Or the beauty behind the brains, because I'm the brains. That was a word. We're in trouble. Hi, guys. Hello, all the way from Romania. Hi. Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Wow. Here, look, you're way too far off. Here, I'm scooting over. Oh, ma. Okay. The lady should scoot.
The queen.
Okay. Boy, we've had a busy morning already.
Yes, it has.
Boy, Lynette and I both have some, family medical issues that we're dealing with. Not Jimmy, so that's good. But so we've been trying to take care of that. Let's see here. Terry, he's doing okay, thank you. Terry asked how my brother-in-law is doing. Yeah. My brother-in-law is doing okay. He's got quite a few artery blockages going on. He's still in St. Vincent's in Toledo, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away. My husband's up there right now. Sorry. Okay. So he's still up there. We're just working on trying to get things squared away, and so we're keeping, checking his dogs, keeping his work informed, which I have to message his work when we're done. So there's that. So it looks like he had a stroke actually instead of a seizure, or they're seeing signs of a stroke in his brain. So I really am not quite sure the difference in a stroke or a seizure, but I think they're kind of very similar. So we're dealing with that. It's really hard on Eric, which I feel very bad for because he's lost both of his parents, and this is his only family member left. So it's kind of, doesn't feel right. Like, we're too young for this, and it's kind of goofy because, because we want to call mom and dad. You want to call mom and dad and say, what do we do? We're not
Right.
old enough to figure this out. So it's kind of weird because they're asking us medical stuff, and he has no wife or kids. So it's, we have to make decisions, and it's kind of really strange because, we don't deal with that. Parents do. So it's kind of weird in that regard. But we're hoping he'll be okay. They did take out his breathing tube today, so he had one of those, and so yeah. So there is that. So gosh, we have a lot of updates, guys. It has been a rough week here, a little bit, and but sometimes weeks will be like that. How old is my brother-in-law? He's only 56, so he's not very, not old. So, yeah, so we've had a bit of a week, so let's just kind of recap in case you guys have missed some things. The first thing we'll go over with was Archie had been hit by a car on Sunday. I've had a couple questions a little bit regarding that and why he wasn't in the cove to make him safe. And it's a great question, and I understand where you're coming from. And if that was the case, I would put all of our outside cats in the cove. All of our porchies, our fire cats, our barn cats, are pretty much all cats that have just shown up. They are generally pretty wild. We've been able to tame a lot of them, but they're pretty wild, I suppose. So realistically, the answer to why they're not all in the cove is it's just not feasible. The cove is not big enough. Right now we have approximately, 14? I think it's like 12. Something like that. 14 or so cats in the cove. We can definitely put more out there, that's for sure. But we cannot put all, 30 to 40 that's on the property in the cove. It's not realistic. There's not enough room. Most of them we can't even handle. I shouldn't say that. A good half of them we can't handle. We can't pick them up. So hopefully that kind of answers that. If that was the case, I would. But then you also run into a lot of other issues. What do I do when someone needs to return a cat because it's spraying, but otherwise a really good, healthy, happy cat? Well, what do I do? We try to not euthanize it as much as possible because that's what we believe in. So we have the cove designed for inside cats that have a peen issue. So if I filled the cove with all the cats that are on the property at this moment, it would be so full. And then tomorrow when we get a call for a return for a cat that has a peen issue, where do I put him? Nowhere. I can't put him anywhere. So there's a lot of different, I'm breaking it down into like simple things. There's like so many other factors that go into that. You can't overfill the cove. There's not enough staffing to cover all the cove. Cindy cannot handle that many cats by herself. We don't have enough volunteers to handle an entire cove area. So hopefully that kind of explains it a little bit. Is there any way to fence the front in except the parking lot? Not really. Because the way we're situated, it's just not possible. And even if we did, hypothetically, they would just go through the parking lot. It's just not feasible to be able to do that. But I mean,
and the cost would be
astronomical. We have 4 acres here. So not only do cats come over, through the front and stuff, they come through the sides and everything like that. So it's just kind of, it would be not feasible to do that. But we do try to safeguard them in every way possible while still letting them cat. And I hate it. I don't like it. It's happened a few times. It's happened, prior with Jackie as well. And unfortunately, that's just the risks you have when you have an outside cat. Oh, cats can squeeze through very small gaps. That is so true. I will say half of our property is actually fenced. You can't really see it, but the whole back half of our property is pretty fenced, but they just squeeze right in and out of there. So
or climb the fence.
Or climb the fence. Okay, good example. We put Betty, for example, in the cove. We had tried her out in the cove, and she was like, I am not having any part of it. The cove has cat-proof fencing, cat-proof fencing on it to where cats cannot get out. She got out of it. So then you run the risk of other cats seeing that she can get out, things like that. So.
And the same with Pinto.
Pinto is, yeah.
We want to keep Pinto in the cove, and she busts out every time. She will get out before you can get out.
Right. Cecilia asked, is it possible in the future to have a second FFRC location for just outside cats? Gosh, I think it would be really nice if we could. I think we would struggle, one, financially, because truly it's already, there's definitely weeks here where we've struggled. Not terribly long ago, I had to put personal money in, and Lynette talked about putting, if you don't mind me saying,
That's fine.
talked about putting her personal money in. It's just, unfortunately, the sad fact of rescue, sometimes you're going to have peaks and sometimes you're going to have valleys. So, and then the volunteer aspect of it, it's hard to find paying people to work, let alone volunteer. But we're always thinking of ways to try to improve things. So, who knows what may happen in the future. So so there was that spot. So always money and staff issues. Yeah, and truly, that I think is going to apply to any place. I've struggled with that at my business, so my paying job, I guess. So so we'll just keep working on it. So what else has happened this week? So
and Jabba, you're right. We spay everything. Anything that we can catch is spayed and neutered.
Anything that walks across our property, we're like, we don't know who you are, but you're getting spayed and neutered.
And they do have food 24/7.
They do have houses.
Yeah, they have places they can get in that's air conditioned, that is heated. We have heat lights.
We put an air conditioner in one of the rooms so they can cool down if it's too hot.
It's we're doing as much as possible for these cats, but it's hard. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
And as long as they're here, we will feed them, we will love them, and we will take care of them the best that we possibly can do.
Mm-hmm.
But life is not always a bowl of cherries.
It's not. And it's always, you can just only do what you can physically only do. And we have to remember that sometimes. And I would say she has it probably the hardest because she takes all the calls. And so she's the one that tells people no all the time on taking cats in even. And
they don't say, okay, thank you.
No, they don't. They yell at her and she gets screamed at, cursed at, threatened all the time, every single day, every day. But you have to just you can only do what you can do. You just can't overfill the center. If you do, the health care goes down. I'm only one person that does the meds. So I've noticed when I've been overzealous on taking in too many animals, how difficult that is for me to keep up with the care medically. So, so there's that. So, I appreciate you guys understanding. And it wasn't a bad question. It was a really great question. Why wouldn't you? That would be my first thought. And, everything's so easy to look at in hindsight. Any situation in your life, you always think, what could I have done different? And you beat yourself up over it. So, but you can't do that. So that was one thing that happened this week. The next thing that happened was, we did have a couple adoptions. That's a
good thing.
And we've got more to come. So we adopted out Tinsel and Snowball. And it wasn't this week necessarily, but we did adopt out Gideon and Little Elmer. Gideon and Little Elmer, I don't know if you guys have seen videos on them, guys, but it is like they have always been there in the families.
Yes.
It is insane. It's like they have always lived there. I don't think I've ever seen two cats independently adjust so well. Yes, and we adopted Willow. Oh my God, I've had 5 adoptions this week. I'm on a roll.
You are?
I'm trying to gear up for these kittens. Holy cow. So we had that as well. The next thing I guess we could go over would be Rumpelstiltskin. He had a fall from the rafters. You guys probably all know this, but for those that might have missed the updates, he had a fall from the rafters. Again, this has been a discussion her and I have had umpteen times, and even more so this week with falling from the rafters. We have gone ourselves left, right, and center to it.
See these grays? They're from cats.
Yes, I am so Greg from cats. So we have gone over left, right, and center. How can we make the rafters more, or the walkways safer? Do we take them down? Do we leave them up? Is there anything we can do? We have a couple thoughts on that, and I'll just tell you guys kind of. Oh, and Tigress is a spoiled queen. She is adored. I love seeing pictures of Tigress. So there's a couple things we've come up with this is, one, we are definitely going to try to look for ways to make it more safer on the walkways. 2, I'm trying to be realistic. While I never, ever want to see any of my cats hurt, ever. I hope you understand so much. These are my personal babies. They are my children, and I never want to see one of my children hurt. On the flip side, we have had what, between 5, maybe 10 at the most, injure themselves from the walkway in 25 years. I never want to see any of them hurt, but I can guarantee playgrounds have pretty similar statistics, and they don't just remove a playground every single time a kid gets hurt. They're kids, same with cats. They're cats. I heard a story of some cat at someone's home the other day falling from the stair, the railing, like stair casings, and injure themselves. It sucks, but it's unfortunately accidents will happen. So while we're working on that, it's a part of it. So what happened is he broke his knee on his rear left leg. And, I wasn't sure if I was going to tell you this, but there might be a small way that we might be able to possibly fix it. So don't get super hoped up, but I'm a little excited that there might be a possible way that we can fix it. At the very last moment, last night, Darcy texted me at it was 9 o'clock at night. She's like, wait, hold on. So there might be something we might be able to do. So please know we're still looking at options. I initially thought, the way Darcy spoke, that it was going to be this is it. And we talked to a couple others, and they're like, no. But another doctor is like, maybe. So we are looking into options. So just might is the key word. Just please know that we are trying options. So I'm going to, we're looking into that. So, overall though, I will say his demeanor right now is he's being such a good boy. He hates his meds. He hates his meds. He doesn't like them, but he's being such a good boy. His pain is very controlled, which is great.
He hates taking his meds. He loves the meds.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't like the way one tastes disgusting. But so he doesn't like that one. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can skip that one, but still keep his pain under control. But we'll work on it. So yeah, I'm literally, as we speak, I'm still trying to work out this maybe possible option with Darcy to see if, the downside is when you do get an injury like that, we need to work as fast as we can. But when their schedules are completely booked, it's really hard to work as fast as you can. So we are working on some options. So just bear with us and know that we'll always try as best we can. So there was that. I feel like there was one update I was missing in between there.
And, poor Denise, it did.
Oh,
it was a shock to her. She actually thought that Rumple, that it killed him. So when she came to get me, she says, "Oh my God, a cat fell and I think it's dead."
She was, all day long. She burst out into tears all day long. She was so upset.
But she is doing better now that she knows that he's okay. It's just a broken leg.
I know. You never want to say just a broken leg, but
right.
When we initially had thought, Denise and Lynette, initially thought we had a cat that had passed, that was actively passing, when we're hearing just a broken leg, we're like, oh, okay, well we can handle a broken leg. That's why even if they're like, we need to amputate it, I'm like, look, he's alive and cats are super resilient. So understand that we're coming from the mindset of we thought he wasn't going to make it at all. So And I just cut you off again.
No, you're fine. Sorry. You're fine. But it didn't knock him out. And Denise panicked, which I don't blame her.
It's scary.
But yeah, he's okay. Denise has settled down, and she is okay now.
Yeah. Oh boy. So there's that. So we're working on him, and yeah. So, but he's being the bestest patient. He is being so. He loves that darn purple mama. He just loves it. We've got one in with him where we purr it, and then so we don't disturb him, we'll just walk by the cage. We've got a second one pinned to the outside of the cage, so we just kind of boop it every time we walk by. So paws crossed that something will happen, but know that whatever does happen, he is alive. He is strong, and he's got a good spirit to him, so he's going to make it, whatever. Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's that. So we'll get through that. How are the 4 babies doing?
They're a lot of work.
They are something. They are something. Let me today that's the hair you did. No, brother. Today this is we filled up the bathtub with some Dawn dish soap and some soapy water. They needed bathers. I'm telling you what, guys. Well, this is okay. I don't know if you can see this one right here, who I think is a boy, right in the middle. Can you see the one arm in the food? He like eats completely. I mean, arms in the plate, like
belly down.
I can't even do it like this, and belly down, and just demolishes it. So he like shoves everybody else out of the way, but. This is, yeah, we had, look at the water. I had just put them in. They're splish splashing around. Look at the water, nice, clean, delightful water. We did they were so good too. They're like, oh, this is our 3rd bath since being an infant. Here's the water afterwards. Look how disgusting it is. It's so gross. So gross. The water is like this deep. But yeah, so they had a little grooming session today, which I'm sure they'll need again in
now.
Yeah, probably now. They're probably already a hot disaster. So we've got them. While we did that, Sweet Kim came in and just gutted their pins, reset everything. We got a really hot, nice heat pack in there. They got their purple mama, the purry mamas. Mm-hmm. They love that purry kitten mama. They love that purry kitten mama. That goes 24/7 for them. They just love it. They nurse on it. They snuggle with it. So they are all set up with that. I've got them covered in a blankie. They're all like nooked in. We blew dry them, and yeah, they're doing great. 2 of them are gaining pretty darn well. 2 of them are on the struggle bus, and I think those are my 2 girls, and they've always been the lighter ones of the bunch. They're struggling a little bit in the regards of they're not really gaining, but they're not losing. They're just kind of hanging out in this little period here. They're about just a hair under 9 ounces, these 2. The other ones are over 10 ounces now. So they've got a little bit of catching up to do. I'm not too concerned about it because I've seen this before where they just kind of stick in a spot and then they just like bounce up. So they're doing really well. They all have a huge desire and eagerness to eat and play. So I think that's where.
And sometimes they get that confused.
Sometimes they play in what they eat.
Exactly.
So they're doing pretty good. Brandy and her 5 babies, have they been dewormed yet? They've started their dewormer. Brandy and her 5 babies up top in the top pin. Brandy is just the nicest cat. She is so nice. So sweet. You gonna grab her? Do you want a snuggle bus? Come on. Oh, if Lynette can lift you with your broken arm. Oh, hello, Miss Bonnie. You're good. Hi, lady. Hello.
No names for the kitties yet.
No names yet. I'm still waiting until I can really determine all their sexes. But we've just been calling them. We've got white face, half face, silver, and black. So that's their names for right now. But Brandy and her babies, her little babies, I haven't weighed them for a couple, I think 2 days now, so I'm going to weigh them again. But last weigh-in session, I mean, they chunked up. They were chunky. So they're doing really great, and she's just the best mommy. She takes care of them so well. Yeah, so they're doing all really well. One other update I have for you, and this is not a great one, but gosh, we're just having a little bit of a rough week. One of our Covies named Jackson. Jackson's been with us for quite a long time, and mods, I'm not sure if you can easily pull up Jackson's history. I'm not sure where Jackson came from, but Jackson is almost 11 years old. He's got CH, and he's in the Cove. Very sweet boy. All of a sudden yesterday, he wasn't doing great. It was yesterday morning, like first thing in the morning. I think I got here and went right out with him. Brought him in, so he sounded real duffy, lady. Yeah. She's like, it's my Nazis. So yesterday morning I came in and he just wasn't doing great. I snagged him up and I just carried him up into the rescue. I did some checks on him, did it like an overall little physical on him, and there was something wrong with his stomach for sure. Came up with a game plan. It's very strongly seemed like a tumor is what it did. It seemed like there was something wrong with the stomach. There's something large in there.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. So anyways, we kind of came up with a game plan on what we were going to do and what meds I was going to work on him with to see if I can, kind of give him some tumor relief on him. Last night about 4:30 when Lynette and I went to go check on him again, of course we put him in a pen with food and water. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you. When we went to go check on him, we were very surprised, but he was in the active stages of passing. That's surprising. Dark Cat, I know he came from...
That's what I was thinking, Dark Cat.
See, I was thinking it was the East Coast, but he came from a beach. I know it was from a beach. They found him in a beach. So, gosh. So that's not what we were expecting at all. That we were really shocked, actually. We didn't think to, thank you, Cecilia. We did not think that would happen. Not like that. So yeah, so there was that. I think Jersey came from New Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey came from New Jersey. Cindy's having a hard time. She loves her Covies. She's very attached for her Covies. She watches them like a hawk. If they sneeze wrong, she's letting me know. So yeah. So he was very loved. Came from Haulover Beach near Miami. Thank you, Raspberry Jam. Okay. So yeah, that was just, I think we're even like, TNR in Florida, we're going to put back on the beach. They were rescued by Ffrc. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Eagle Watcher.
I'm glad you guys can remember this
Me
stuff.
too. Me too. I can see things now easier with our digital records, but having to go back through that long. But I think we're both still kind of shocked. It's not what I'm still shocked, kind of. It's not what we thought would happen. Or, it was, I had all these things in my mind of what we would do and what we could start with and different things like that. And it just was not the case. So, and when we even went to go check him last night, I mean, I don't know how intense you guys want information, but when they start the active stages of passing, their temperature decreases. And once it gets below a certain point, the temperature will not be brought back up. It's just, it's science. There's no way once it gets below a certain point, it cannot come back up. So we just went and looked to go get him, and I wanted her to feel his stomach to see what I was talking about. And as soon as I touched him, pull him out of his cage, I could feel that he was not a healthy temperature. So there was that. Gosh, and I'm sorry about that. It has been a really difficult week. So, but I'm happy that, you know, he was loved. You know, he could have been on a beach. I mean, well, that sounds nice too. He could have been stuck on a ucky beach somewhere. But he was loved. Oh, and he would not have one. You know, I mean, I think sometimes the universe has ways of doing what it needs to do in the regards of what KB just said, that he wouldn't have wanted to go through treatments. And that is so true. Even and we even talked about that with the treatment plan that we had lined up for what I was going to do. You want me to hold her? Switch.
Oh, we gotta go.
Now you're gonna have to feed me my coffee. Even talking about the plan of what we were gonna do, you know, that was one of our considerations, is like, oh, he's really gonna not like this. So yeah. So that was kind of a surprise last night that we didn't quite anticipate. Yeah.
It's been a long week.
It really has. It really has been a long week.
Very stressful week.
So, gosh, yeah. So, and then in other news,
my computer died.
Her computer died. So, I had to buy a computer.
So, Beth.
Beth, how soon can you be here to set this up for her?
So, if you have not received sponsorships,
or items, because I think you need to ship some things too.
I think I got everything.
Did you manage to get them out?
I think. Yeah. Everything got shipped. Some of them just got shipped yesterday because
her computer would like half work and then it would not work. So it's like when it started to work, she would have to hurry up and like do what she needed to do. And then, you know, all that. So yeah.
It's just been fun all week.
We love it. And Debbie let me know that her heater inside's leaking today. Hooray.
We're just ready for the eclipse, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
We're tired. So yeah, so we've been working on that. And then I guess probably the last bit of news, our volunteer Barb, we got called yesterday that Barb's having a rough time as well, and she is back in the hospital. So we will be picking up her cats again and bringing them back. So there's that.
Yeah. So keep Barb in your prayers.
And her Kit Kats, which I don't even think I told you that we're bringing them back, but I think we discussed it last night. I mean, it's not like a shock. We already discussed this last night. Even when we're off of work, we're calling each other. Like there's still work to be discussed.
Yeah.
Okay, honey, my arm's cramping too.
Jimmy often says, 9 hours together is not enough for you guys?
Well, when we don't talk for 9 hours. So yeah, so you're like, well, that's wonderful, Megan. You're bringing her cats back. Where are you going to put them? I don't know. I'm not sure either.
Don't look at me.
Oh gosh, if only a house could accommodate more cats.
Yeah.
So I'm not real sure where they're going to be.
The Cove. Oh wait, it's full. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll work on it. So
can they join the main room? I say no.
Yeah, I don't think so. One is, do you guys remember Puddles? Actually, both of them came from here, Puddles and Gracie. Puddles, I think, could over time. Not yet. She's too like freaked out. You know, she's not in her home, kind of thing. Gracie is a little bit of a different story. She's very, very shy. And it took us a long time to get her out of her shyness this last time. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe over some time we could. It's a possibility for Nyota's Nest. Maybe at some point. We do have this room right here that is open. Patty's place or June's room. We might be able to put them in there, or Patty's place. We could do that. So
yeah, we'll figure it
out. It just probably take some shuffling of some kids, I think. So yeah. So boy, I think I've caught us up on all of our updates. I still feel like there was something else that we were gonna go over, but any other questions?
Yeah, there
wasn't. Does it feel like there was something else?
Mm-hmm.
There was something between Arch and Rumple's.
Mandy, it is confusing to them.
Cats are creatures of habit, and so they're real. You know, when you change their lifestyle, it's.
How is Jimmy? Jimmy is doing much better. He had a checkup last week, and he does have 3 tumors, but they are going to wait and to do surgery for we'll do another check in about 3 months. If everything holds as it is now. But as of right now, he does not have to have surgery, so we're very, very happy about that. Who's getting adopted next?
I haven't told them this weekend. Oh, love bug. Oh, love bug. Oh. I'm gonna. Oh. Oh gosh.
Thank you, everyone, for Jimmy. I don't know if I can tell.
Come on, boy. Sorry. You know, Dobby's kind of ditched Egypt or Buckeye a little bit. Now he's all about Egypt. Okay, sorry. Okay, what were we talking about? You can't what? Oh. Sorry, I didn't know your phone.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. We can play
footsies.
It's the least that we do.
That's just true. You're talking about who's going to be adopted. Bonus hair. Yep. So it'll be a surprise. You guys already kind of know. What, you're going to tell them? They need, you know what? Hold on, though. They need some good news.
I know. Can we guess?
You can guess. They need some good news. You need some good news. You guys already kind of know. You know that it was coming. You just didn't know. It's not Waldo.
He's on hold.
He is on hold. Someone's got one part right.
It's not me.
It's not Lynette and Meatball. I think you guys need some good news. You guys are getting a lot of it. So it's going to be Hallie, Mittens, and Vincent. So they're coming to adopt them this weekend. I don't have a time for you guys yet. But gosh, we'll have, man, I think I'm on a record this week.
I know.
Boy, that is gonna be like,
Keep pumping her.
I know she is.
Zaps
She's like,
out.
you gotta get these cats out of here. I don't have a time yet. So, but as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. But there, you guys needed some good news today. Yep, they'll arrive Friday today.
Yes.
They'll arrive today, and they'll be leaving Saturday. So at some point Saturday will be when the adoption will be. But I don't know exactly what time they're planning on leaving. So, yeah. So there's some good news. We've had some bright news this week. So let's focus on that. Don't take my Rachel. Rest assured, Rachel's not going anywhere. So, yeah, we're very excited. Vincent, we were kind of holding off. I wanted to get Vincent's second after treatment blood work done. And, just to confirm that he's still doing really excellent. And he is. His blood work has been so good this whole time. It's actually even been better than Wheeler's. The family, of course, knows about what he's been through. They're very familiar, not familiar with it, but they're probably familiar. But they know what he's been through, so I think that's nice that they've watched his journey this time. And I think they were like, as soon as he's like ready, we want. If I remember right, he was still in treatment, and they're like, we don't care. Well,
Poor dog cat.
I'm sorry, KB. What was your question? I don't think I saw. Sometimes they go through so fast, and then I get jaw jacking, and I miss a question. Did you? Oh, is it possible to get a request for kitties to not run so on the wheel or jump too high?
You tell them, KB.
Yeah.
We don't have any luck.
Oh, I think she means for, is it possible to get a request to not make kitties run so fast and too high on the wheel? Like from people, I think is what she's saying. From people. Like to not let people jump her. I think.
So people
aren't making them.
Hard on them.
Yeah.
We try to.
Yes. Thank you, Gentle Song. Enticing with laser pointer. Yeah, we try to get them to stop when we see it, but we're not always seeing it every time, but we do try to get them to stop. We just don't want them to run too terribly crazy, but yeah, definitely possible. Any other holds? We've got Pelican.
Pelican's doing good.
Pelican's doing really, really well. I'm a worrier too. This is why I don't have children. Helicopter mom. I for really am. I'm terrible. Pelican's doing really, really well. He's excited. He's thriving. He gets a little overwhelmed when he's out in the main room. He gets a little overwhelmed, but he's officially on hold. Waldo's on hold. Waldo's family does live here in Defiance, and they're on vacation right now, so we're just waiting for their vacation to like wrap up and come home and get settled. So hopefully soon. I don't have a definite time, but they're good people. I know them. They'll be fine. How old is Pelican? 2. He's approximately 2. So yeah, Pelican's a cool cat. He really is. How's the backyard at your home doing with the excess water? Horrible. We got a dock last night. Yeah, I got a dock in my backyard.
Ooh,
Not
cool.
like at the edge of my backyard. It's all in your yard. Yeah.
Did you chain it up?
Yeah, I know.
Claim it?
I'm like, I got myself a new dock. I was like selling it last night.
Auction.
Yeah. It's not even a nice dock though. That's an unfortunate thing. It's not even nice.
Our water here is very
Not yet,
high.
okay.
It's up to the bridge. It's not over the road yet, but
No,
it's
but it's
right
it's there. Like one more rain and how close is my house to the water? Not that close. In order for my house to flood, actually, we're kind of in a lucky spot. There's such a small gradient. The whole town would like have to be underwater. We can fish off the dock. We'd still be fishing in the yard, but I'm sure we could. So it's quite a. I know. I'm hoping for a boat.
Exactly, a boat to take out to the dock to fish.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we'll see. I did see a tree float by, like a huge tree, and it's stuck down. I saw it stuck down here at the bridge. So, yeah. So, oh, thank you so much for fixing that. So yeah, but I think that's pretty much all of our updates. Boy, it's been quite a few updates, but
It's been a week.
it's been a week. So, hi Ethel.
Hi, Apple.
Yeah, FFRC, as far as us flooding here, we are way above the water, so there's no chance of it being flooded here, like ever. How's Rathbone? Awesome. He's really doing very well. His spirits are good too, and he's improving, so the meds are helping, and it's really just kind of now a matter of getting his diabetes, sugar aligned better. It's very hard to control in a cat. What time is the eclipse in Defiance? Oh, I think it's around 1 or 2.
I think it's. Oh, I just read it last night.
Oh, I can smell that stuff on me. I hate that smell.
I think it's around 1
Is it
something.
around 1? Yeah, I saw one of the mods text. I saw one of the mods text something about that there was an earthquake somewhere. But, all right. Well, we have definitely talked your ear off long enough. Sorry, guys. That's it, I think, unless you had anything else to add. No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Total is about 310 in Defiance. Okay, thank you. Oh, geez. How's the outside cat Fluffs doing? He's awesome. Oh gosh. It was near New York, New Jersey, There was an earthquake there? In New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. They never get
Oh, wow.
earthquakes, do they? Oh, that's scary. Holy cow. I saw the mods. I saw something. Let me see, the mod, oh, earthquake. There it is. Earthquake in New Jersey 20-ish minutes ago. That was at 10:51. Holy cow.
I heard about the one in Taiwan.
We've had some in the past, but not many. I never think of that area getting earthquakes. I think like California, sure.
Right.
Never that area. May have something to do with the eclipse, I think. That is weird. So 4.7, our house shook from the foundation. Oh my gosh, Madison.
Wow.
I bet that was terrifying. Jeez, I would much rather have a tornado than an earthquake. Earthquakes scare the holy heck out of me.
I don't know, they all scare me.
4.8 magnitude. Holy cow. Does Baloney still have the sniffles? He does. I think Baloney might just be a overall kind of sniffle.
Sinusitis cat.
Yep, a sniffle cat. I think it's gonna be one of his things. I can go back on his chart and he's had, I don't even know, at least 4 or 5 different antibiotics, and you don't want to do a whole bunch on them or they get immune to antibiotics. But
Can you say hi?
anyways, I didn't know what it was. My husband did. I wouldn't know what the heck it would be either, Madison. I would be freaking out. Mika's the same. Yeah. We just have some cats. Pontiac Cheerio, I think, is going to be another Camby. Always just snorky, sniffly, all that stuff. Wow. Is Buddy on hold? No, he's not. And I think someone actually asked a question earlier and I forgot. I missed it. I'm sorry. Baloney, another Camby. Oh yeah, Debbie. Yeah, definitely. I know, him is so cute. Your family needs to come pick you up or I'm going to stamp you up.
I know, he's so sweet.
He is sweet. And I think he's going to be a big cat. Look at these big orange mittens. Look at him. He's such a baby cat. Like, he's so little, but like he's got big mittens.
Feet. Yeah.
Oh, got big mittens. So yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. All right. Well, I think that's about it. Oh, Bandit. That's what it was. Bandit. Bandit's doing pretty decent. He's doing okay. He's still a little uneasy, like, just kind of getting acclimated, but yep. Waldo of the big paws. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, you're so cute. You are really cute. I'm so glad you found me twice at work. Hello, Waldo. Okay, well, are Buddy and Grammy adoptable? They are. Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah. One of them I'd like to check into possibly getting a dental. The owner is not getting them back. No. That was the agreement when we took them. And general rule of thumb is when you surrender a cat, you do not get it back. So that is, I'm sure there would be some weird random exceptions to this, Barb or something like that. But I mean, we really do that because she's a volunteer actually even, but I think this time Barb's cats might be, I think they might be sticking a little bit, but yeah.
Hello.
Thank you guys. And
Thank you.
we could not do this without you. Just please know that we appreciate everything that you guys do, whether it be financial, spiritual, or however. You guys definitely keep us going.
More than you know. More than you know. You guys just, I don't know, are wonderful. So
No, I'm just turning.
we just appreciate you guys very much. So yeah. Oh, he's like, I gotta go explore now.
Did you hear something?
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you, but all right. Well, we're gonna get in. Oh, thanks, KB. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what, baby, what? I'll keep you guys updated on Rumples, on what we come up with. We're gonna try to do some figuring out. So. Oh, perfect, Rita. Does Grammy's past owner come to see her? Yes. So Grammy came with Buddy, and their past owner does come and visit, but they are not going to be going back to them. They're still available for adoption. We should adopt Marco. He loves the cat so much. We've tried. Every time he comes, we've tried. New volunteers. This is Rhea. We're right there. Rhea has been here. She came last year too. She's getting some school hours for college. They do volunteer hours. So she is working like a madwoman getting the place cleaned up. So I love this.
And we've tried to adopt her too.
We've tried to
She
adopt her
won't.
too. No. She's like, I am feral. She's like, oh geez, what am I getting
Poor
myself
girl
into?
is so quiet.
She's quiet as a church mouse. So,
We're all
yeah.
saying thank you, Rhea.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, we'll get going. We've got lots of cat stuff to do. So, thank you guys for being you. We appreciate
Yes.
it and your positive attitudes, and we're just really grateful for you. Is Ella a veterinary med student? She is not at the moment, but she has been talking about going to like a vet assistant school, so, or a vet tech school, vet assistant, vet tech, one of those. I keep telling her to hurry up and go to vet tech school so like she can catch up to me and then we can do school together and then she can help me out. I'm still stuck on like riboplasms and reticulums and Golgi bodies and all this. It's really boring. I'm still stuck on like a really boring thing. I told Darcy, I'm like, this is boring. I want to do cat stuff. And she's
Right.
like, you have to know the, anatomy of a cell in order to, work your way up. And I'm like,
It's math science too.
it is math science. It sucks. No, I shouldn't say that. It's fun. Tell all the school kids out there.
Yeah.
I love learning.
It's fun.
It's my favorite class in school. Excel. Ugh. If I never see another flippin' Excel sheet in the entire history of life, I will be so happy. I was so mad. Like, that seriously brought down my entire GPA average, is that stupid Excel that I'll probably never use anyways.
I can make you use it.
Ugh. All right. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much, and we'll see you around. And for now, just enjoy the Kit Kats. Oh my gosh, look at Horatio. You look like you're... Look at him. He looks like he's like passing out. One more favorite. I will show you Horatio at another time. He actually looks like he's about ready to pass out. Can you see him? Oh, he's so tired. You see him? He can't hardly keep his eyes open. Look at his,
quit talking?
look at his head drooping. Oh, it's just... Look at his little eyes. He's gonna remind me of a baby where their head starts dropping and... He looks like those, you know how the babies are like so tired and their head like drops and he's gonna be like right there. He can't not keep his eyes open.
He is bobbing.
Oh. He's just really tired. Buddy, don't fight it. Just go sleep in here. You don't have to fight it.
Let's go see who's Ducky. Let's go see you and Ducky. Oh, that's big stretch, baby. Oh, good night, good. Oh, sneeze it out. Achoo. Oh. you show me
Wait,
a
what
duck?
is it?
That's your Easter duck?
What did you say I have?
Did you get Easter duck?
Okay.
We'll take you when you can come.